Hi, and welcome back to Lizard Studios. Today you are going to finish your stained glass window made out of paper, okay, and with the butterfly on it, okay? We are going to look at some stained glass windows from Tiffany, which are just beautiful, and we're also going to learn how to make the glass, the paper that looks like glass, and also we are going to look at parallel lines and how those work, okay? So let's begin by getting our materials out. Okay, so today you need water glue, the one that I always make, the mixture of 1/3 glue and 2/3 water, okay, and then you mix it up and you keep it like this, like I keep mine. I've been using a lot of it, so that's why I have very little left. Okay, you're gonna need a paintbrush to use with this glue. You are going to need some just white glue and some scissors. You're also going to need tissue paper. Tissue paper is the paper that is very, very, very thin that sometimes we put inside the presents, inside those bags with presents. And what you're gonna do is cut them up into little pieces like these, okay? So you could use them really quickly. And you're gonna need your work from last time, your frames that you did, remember, your white paper, and a piece of newspaper, all right? Because we are going to be painting and we don't want to get everything messy, all right? So let's begin. Now, last time we were looking at stained glass windows from around the world. Today we are going to be looking at these stained glass windows from Tiffany. Yes, it's a company that has made stained glass for a very long time. They have made landscapes with animals on them, and their favorite animal is the dragonfly. They have also made some butterflies, but today we are going to get inspired by them and we're going to make a butterfly. And I wanted to tell you how a real stained glass window was made. So this is a library of stained glass, and a library of stained glass has a lot of different color glasses in them. And what they do is when an artisan needs that color, they take the glass, they cut them up in shapes, okay, with a very fine tool, and then they get different pieces of glass, and then they get the different pieces of glass, they put a metal around them, okay, and they weld them together. How do they do that? Well, with heat, okay? They put them one next to the other and they make up the big picture of Tiffany glass. Or the artist makes a lampshade, okay? And then when the lampshade is turned on, all that beautiful light comes out. So stained glass window could also be on a lampshade. So let's begin today's project, okay? Now, first thing that we are going to do is look at the work that we did last time. It's not glued on yet, okay? But we're gonna keep it here just for a second because we're gonna take our pencil, and which is what I didn't tell you, you need it, but you need a pencil, okay? And we are going to make little marks. See, we're gonna take the pencil, we're gonna hold down the butterfly, and we're gonna make little marks. We're gonna go around the edge of our butterfly like this, more or less, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, but we want to more or less draw. I'm gonna show you now what happens, okay? Draw the holes in here, okay? Because we're gonna be using different colors, all right? So we're gonna go around with our pencil, more or less. See, more or less, okay? And now we're ready. Okay, so I'm gonna take the actual frame out, okay? And I have more or less this shape, see? This shape right here. What does this tell me? Okay, what does this tell me? This tells me that the different colors, I'm gonna do the butterfly, I'm gonna make it in all these different tones of red. Remember, these are variations of tones of red, okay? Some are tints and some are more shady. You add more black to one and you add more white to the other ones. And this also, these are tints of blue. And then I have this yellow here that I'm gonna use, okay? So I'm gonna begin by placing color inside the wings, okay? If this was glass, it would be different colored glass of pink. So I'm gonna start putting it all over the wings like this, okay? Just to make one wing first, okay? You're gonna take your water, glue, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna start gluing it down. Just like that. If it bends, it's okay. All right? The only thing is try to keep them close and finish the wings. Sometimes what you have to do is put down a little bit of glue first so the paper stays stuck, you see? And don't only stick paper inside the circle, but also on the exterior just a little bit, because when we put the butterfly here, we don't know how much space it's going to take. So just try to fill everything up and a little bit more. Okay, now that I have finished the wings, the inside of the wings of the butterfly, look at this. I'm just going to show you a little bit so you see. Ta-da! See how beautiful? Now we are going to finish the outside with the different types of blue and a little bit of yellow in some parts, okay? So just watch me as I do that. Remember that if you put down the water before, your paper is going to stay stuck, and it's going to be better. So I'm going to put water on this side of my paper with the glue, and I'm going to do this side first, okay? Just watch. Once the paper is down, you just have to, and it's okay if it's out of your edge of the paper, because we're going to cut it later on, okay? So don't worry. Okay, and now I am going to do the other side, so just watch. Okay, so now what I do is I just make sure that everything is down, okay, just like this. You see some of the color is going to be washing into other colors, and that's what makes stained glass windows so nice. And we could do that effect also with the tissue paper, because the tissue paper kind of paints the paper and it smears one color into the other one, and it looks really nice. Now we have this that doesn't really look like anything, but what are we going to do? Well, watch. We are going to take our frame first, okay? And we're gonna put glue in the back of the frame. So let's see. Let me put this to the side to show you, okay? Because we're gonna finish it up right now. I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. You take white glue, okay? And what you do is just a thin line, very thin line of white glue all around, okay? And what we do is we take our piece of artwork, okay? We take the newspaper out and we put it on the edge of the paper. See, corner to corner, corner to corner, okay? And it's okay if some of the paper is coming out, okay? It doesn't matter. We're gonna cut it later on, all right? And we frame it just like that. And now what we do is we take the butterfly And on the bad side, the one that has all the chalk that I did last time, what you do is the same thing. You put the butterfly down, I put this here again, put the butterfly down, and what you do is you kind of like draw on the butterfly a very thin line on the wings. Just like that, okay? And what you do is you take your, ooh, look at that, be careful, because tissue paper flies. And you set down your butterfly, just like this. And like we cut from the inside of this frame, it's gonna be almost to the edge, okay, or to the edge. See? You press it down, you press the butterfly down, and look what happens. It's a perfect effect. Now we have a pink butterfly, okay? It just came out wonderful. All right, and the last thing that we're going to do to finish today's project is we're gonna put our hand on the bottom and we're gonna cut the extra paper. So I'm gonna cut the extra paper. I'm gonna do it here on the side. So maybe you could wait until it's dry and you could cut it better. Okay, I just wanted to cut it for you right now so you can see what it looks like when the paper is cut. But sometimes it's better to wait until your work is done, okay? Or just cut on top of the frame. If you need to cut it that day, cut just a little bit of the frame like this. And that's going to help you cut a little bit better, okay? Because it has like double paper on it. So it's gonna be better, you see? So I'm gonna finish cutting here. My frame is gonna be a little bit thinner than before, but it's fine, okay? And this side I'm gonna cut it like that too, so we don't have anything sticking out. And now we have finished our beautiful butterfly stained glass window. So now you just have to let it dry, and when it's dry you get a blue tack or you get sellotape or whatever you have at home or at your school, and you put it on the window, and you're gonna see how all the lines shines right through it. You're gonna love it, okay? So guys, today what have we done? We have taken the frame of the butterfly, we put it on white paper, we drew the lines all around, those parallel lines, we traced them on the white paper. Then we took the frame away, we put the tissue paper down, we painted it in like a stained glass window, and then we put the frame back on. And finally, we cut all around to have our finished work. So I hope you enjoyed this project, guys. I'll see you next week with another wonderful project. So be good and behave. Bye-bye.